Hey everyone, Chip Rogers. We're here at day one at Catalyst. It's Tuesday morning, and had a great keynote, and the energy is just like lively here this morning. 700 partner leaders all in one place in Seattle, and it's a great day.
Absolutely is nice and bright outside, like you said, Chip.
Sun in Seattle.
Sun in Seattle. I don't know if that's a rare thing or not, but it's pretty good. Like you said, hundreds of technology of partner leaders in general here, and looking forward to the next couple of days here at the conference.
Yeah, it's looking good, looking like a good start. So I'm so excited to be joined by Ashi Aber. Ashi is head of technology partnerships at Gong, and we all know Gong. Gong is an amazing product and integrated with so many go-to-market solutions. So you have a busy job, I'm sure.
Yeah, so kind of like quick background. I've been at Gong from the very early days, so about 20 employees, and I've seen it grown to close to 1,500 today.
20.
So I've seen it kind of like hockey stick over the years.
Yeah.
And over the last, I would say, 4 or 5 years, we were lucky to be in a position to grow the technology partnership ecosystem that we have into a very significant ecosystem.
Yeah.
So we have a pretty large number of technology vendors. A lot of them are presenting here, a lot of them aren't, just from kind of like the modern sales tech stack, but not only, also much more traditional solutions that integrate with us with the platform and are able to either derive some very valuable data Gong sits on, as well as push their valuable data into the platform.
Yeah, I mean, as a Gong user, longtime Gong user, amazing integrations into Salesforce and Slack, and so many, just to be able to connect, because there's so much good data in terms of customer data and everything. So it's really valuable to bring that out to customers where they live.
It is, exactly. You're spot on. So from the very early days, we wanted to make sure we are building a platform, and that means that we expose as many as possible endpoints to enable developers to push that data or pull that data. And we're honestly agnostic around whether data is being pulled from Gong into other platforms or pushed from other platforms into Gong. Our purpose is to ultimately meet our customers, our users, as we call them, where they live.
Yeah.
So
you had the partnerships for those technology partnerships. What are some of the challenges that you've had, with the success of Gong? How have you've obviously overcome a lot. So talk a little bit about that journey, if you could.
Yeah, so I think the biggest challenge when you're growing quickly is making sure you can set the infrastructure to scale. And I would say in the early days, we didn't know exactly how to do it. A lot of manual work, a lot of setting up partners in a manual manner. And then over the years, realizing, okay, we have to have a system in place, or a system to the madness, so to speak. And really that is bringing in the right solutions, the right tools to enable us to build an infrastructure, to enable other third-party developers to come in a very seamless way, sign up, become developer partners, sign off all the legal terms, and then just really self-serve themselves to the instance in order to build the application they're looking to build.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it.
That's amazing. So obviously you didn't do that when you were 20 employees, but along the way as you scale, it's like, hey, we need to streamline this for partners to make sure that we can bring in as many partners that make sense for the platform as possible, as quickly as possible.
Exactly. We built it all under we created the Gong Collective brand about 3-ish years ago.
Yeah.
It's become a real brand, surprisingly, and it's fun to see it happen. And we actually recently, in the last year, so we're broken up into 2 main orgs, the go-to-market partnerships org and the tech partnerships org, and we brought all that under one umbrella. So kind of like go-to-market partners and tech partners live under the Gong Collective.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the single source of truth for the world to come and discover which partners on the services side, on the implementation side, or on the technology side they can work with.
Well, I love that. It makes a lot of sense, and I could see that the technology partners, even though they're, it's technology partners, but they're also, potentially go-to-market partners as well, right? To co-sell. Hey, we have a better together story. How do we leverage your influence? They leverage your influence to bring more value to customers.
Absolutely. So that's a really good point, Chip. Basically, the kind of like our mission on the technology partnership side of the business is to extend the product capabilities for Gong. So if we're not building it internally, we want to make sure we're partnering with the right vendors. And some of those vendors, some of those partners are actually also go-to-market partners for us. So some of them we'll collaborate with on the co-selling side of business, we'll do referrals, and then a select few we actually resell. And those are extensions for us in areas where we're not building, where we can bring those partners in and sell on our paper to make it easier and more seamless for our customers to use integrated solutions within the Gong ecosystem.
That's terrific. It's how do you manage? Managing partners is always is a tough job, right, to begin with. But how do you manage sort of white space? Like, okay, here's where we want to let you go, build a business. We're not going to sort of. Do you have some sort of fences around the things that Gong will or won't, lean into?
Yeah. So I think at a baseline, we want all of our partners to live in the Gong collective. So I think that's, as a very basic baseline, a great outlet for any one of our partners to start with. So it's a highly visible platform, the Gong collective. Gong customers go there to discover who they can work with. So if we're not doing anything else with our partners, they have a listing on the Gong collective. Then there are partners that we lean into a bit, deeper, and then there are other partners that we lean into very deep. And so that's kind of like probably like 3 layers of like the baseline. Some we lean into, and then some we lean into a significant amount, and we try to spend as much time with them as possible.
Yeah, that's terrific. Well, congratulations on the success. It's been amazing, and being with Gong in the first, employee number 20. You're a big part of that success story.
I'm lucky to be where I am, mainly surrounded by very talented and good people. So
we're here at Catalyst, 700 partner folks here. What are your, what are you hoping to, why are you here? And what are you hoping to get out of the conference?
Yeah, so I've been a member and partnership leaders for, I think from the very beginning. Been to previous shows, previous conferences. Yep. I think this is the place to meet partnership leaders from around the globe. People are traveling here from many places, both in North America but also globally. And this is, for me, the great opportunity to meet, to have strategic meetings and to meet just like within the network in order to build meaningful connections and better our business overall.
Yeah. Fantastic. Ashi, thank you for taking some time today, and wish you the best for this week and continued success.
Thanks, Chip. Appreciate it.
So that's it for now, and thanks everybody for joining, and we'll see you later today. Thanks, everybody.